It's around the holiday time, and a lot of you want to go travel to see your family. You want to go into that car and drive hours to go visit friends and family over the holidays. But you're dealing with this horrible ear-related anxiety. You have the pressure buildup, you have the discombobulation, you have the disorientation, the spinning, the popping sounds, the clicking sounds, and you just don't think you can make it. In fact, you're already probably clicking cancel on those tickets to go see your family or to drive far away, and you just don't see yourself making it. If you're in this position and you're dealing with this anxiety that is starting to develop very quickly, it's been bothering you over the last few weeks, probably months, and you just don't have the confidence to think that you're gonna make it. And I just want all of you to know that it's these very little thoughts that you feel are trying to persuade you the other direction. I used to deal with this all the time, actually. And when it gets to this point, it can be very dangerous, because what ends up happening is you set this standard of what you're able to do and not do. And over time, it just kind of it thickens, you know? And so you start losing moments, you start losing opportunities. In fact, just the very idea of preparing to go is raising those anxiety levels, raising those cortisol levels. And I just want all of you to know, one of the biggest strategies and remedies in order to fulfill this desire to enjoy the holidays is to simply just build up enough stature to just simply go do it. It sounds risky. In fact, your brain might even be talking you out of it. You feel like, if I go, I'm gonna feel worse. In fact, I'm gonna be a liability to my family in terms of them worrying about me and stealing their joy and their moments and their time. And what ended up helping me get over that little hump is to simply just push myself and do it. Now, of course, if any of you out there are dealing with pain or extreme anxiety to the point where you're having thoughts that are just beyond your control and you don't feel you're like yourself, you feel really away from yourself, please, the best thing to do is to seek medical attention at this point. Seek a trained professional that could help you get back to centered. But if you're in that position where you don't feel really awful, but you don't feel confident at the same time, these are those that I'm talking to you that are in the between position. Like you do things in your day-to-day, you still go to work, you still go to school, you still take care of your family and do things that you need to do. But the idea of doing something out of your comfort zone or doing something that's not ordinary, those are the people that I want you all to know that that's simply just a whisper in the ear trying to persuade you to miss out on these opportunities. And every time you listen to that negative voice in your ear, it just develops a harder shell around this condition. And the condition that a lot of you already know and very accustomed to, that I talk about the most, is ear-related inner ear disorders, particularly eustachian tube dysfunction issues, and then a lot of you are dealing with tinnitus symptoms. I want all of you to know that this little voice is inaccurate. This thought that you have, that's unreal, 98 to 99% of the time. It's wrong. It's not accurate. It's not most likely going to happen. In fact, you're going to go on this trip and you're going to probably feel the anticipation. You're going to feel the sweating. You're going to start to feel a little bit uneasy at the beginning. But as you start to see those familiar faces and start to relate those moments you had when you were younger, or you start to kind of get involved in the family gatherings and you get distracted with the new family members that are arriving, maybe a newborn baby or something that kind of related to joy at a certain part in time in your life, and you'll realize that those symptoms start to dissipate. They'll start to actually go away, and they will only return when you start to think, how long is it going to be gone for? Is it going to come back? Am I going to retract some of these issues back again? That's when they start to come back into the forefront. So for all of you out there that are in that position, you're a little uneasy. It's not detrimental really per se, but it's just not going away and you don't feel pleasant. Those of you that are in that spot, please continue on with the plans. Continue on with the opportunity to go. Take that opportunity. Use it as an experiment for yourself. gain a little bit more confidence in just simply doing it. Now, you don't want to go if you're in pain and anything that requires medical attention, but all of you are quite educated when it comes to your own body and your own mind, and you know when you're pushing yourself too much most of the time, and you can tell that this particular situation isn't really pushing yourself. It's just a nuisance in this sense. It's just aggravating, and you just don't want to deal with an extra layer of problems when you're trying to enjoy the holiday season. So I tell you, and I commit to all of you, that you're strong enough to do this. It's just that little voice that's in the way. It's just disturbing your wellness. It's disturbing your that joy that you're trying to develop again and get that good feeling. Go ahead and go. Hop in that car and go. Go the 4-hour distance. Go the 8-hour plane ride. Go the hop, skip, and jump away from where you need to be. Some of you might not even need to go that far. You might even just need to go an hour. That even seems hard. Take the opportunity and do it. You'll be so glad you did. And in fact, like I said, just to repeat again, once you're there, you'll start to see those symptoms start to fade away because you're so distracted in what you're doing. You're starting to get that nostalgic feeling back. All those things drown out these other problems that you deal with. And I'd be very surprised if you would go to these events or opportunities and these moments and still feel as bad as you do now. I'd be very surprised of that. In fact, I would want to know who are those out there that are still feeling it really intensely if you decided to go. I want to know, are you still feeling that when you go, if you decide to go? Because I honestly don't think I'll get any messages saying, yeah, I felt just as bad as I did at home. So for all of you out there, take the anxiety testing leap. Take the leap. Go ahead and continue on doing it. You'll be so glad you did. And you'll have more hands surrounding you, more love and care around you, that it'll help you ultimately get through this entire condition unbothered. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, please take time to subscribe to the channel. I'll try to bring content as often as possible. But in the meantime, I'm going to step out of the J1 studio and leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, we're here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody, and I will catch you in the next video.